so I tell her, look, if I'm driving to the airport, I get to be on bottom. Welcome to the Transmit Podcast. I'm Spike.
I'm Victor.
Anyway, and today we have some show talk for you that you were kind of more interested in. You wanted to talk about story ideas that you never got a chance to do. And this seems like a really good idea because when we get together for like creative meetings, there's a lot of ideas getting thrown around, and we do run with them to a certain extent, like a lot of them, but they can't always be made manifest.
Yeah, we come out with some really crazy ideas, and a lot of them you can't really do.
Right.
Like, for instance, I had this idea where Hilda would get breast cancer.
Wow.
But we didn't do that one.
That seems more like an after-school special sort of thing. Like that's like a more serious version, like story in a sitcom where it gets really like quiet for a second.
Yeah. Well, I think it was my way of trying to. At the time, I was thinking we can work in breast cancer awareness.
I mean, that's
instead of
laudable.
just making the ropes all pink. We would just instead of just doing that, or like
you'd
NFL,
make it personal.
The NFL, they've got like their they wear their like pink socks or whatever. Something. Oh,
yeah. They throw a little.
Well, I was gonna work it into the story.
Wow, and you were gonna make it like integral to a character.
Yeah, but then most of the people's who work on the show, their consensus was that that
was a little too dark.
It was not a good idea.
No, I remember I do remember I was sitting in on one of the creative meetings, and we were talking about giant like galactic forces, like trying to control our production, basically. And I always thought it'd be cool to have like a sort of Cthulhuian monster in there, because that's very relatable.
Yeah, actually, that's the story for the next season.
Oh, sweet.
That we're working on.
No, yeah, because
there might actually be. Oh, am I giving away? Is this a spoiler? Well, I think this is a spoiler for.
Well, hey, listen. You're not telling it who it is. You don't know if it's.
But there's going to be something like that.
Right. And that's really relatable to a lot of people because everyone knows those sorts of H.P. Lovecraft style like monsters. They're at least familiar with it.
Yeah, they're familiar with it. That's what kind of the monster was in Bird Box. Bird Box, it was like it was just like something that you couldn't look at. If you looked at it, you would.
It's an unknowable terror.
Yeah.
That immediately breaks your mind.
Yeah. The unknowable terror.
Go ahead.
Unknowable terrors are what Well, it's for some good horror, right?
Yeah, it's great because instead of you having to come up with something that's going to disappoint a certain segment of the population, everyone makes up their own thing that terrifies them.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about those sorts of horrors.
It's another idea. Oh yeah, and another idea on the topic of story ideas we didn't do.
Yeah.
We wanted to do back when we were doing the storyline. Oh, these aren't out yet, but in 2018 we were doing a storyline where there was this CEO.
Right.
The BEFC CEO. He was like the main villain of the season.
I remember that.
And we were going to do something where the referees had to take lunch breaks.
No, yeah, I remember. I wanted to do that, and I think we can still do that at some point. But I always like the idea because the referee is always like getting like stymied or distracted.
Yeah.
So why not make it just a complete distraction and make it really part of the match? Where
and it works into the overall story too.
Yeah. So it's like you're about to pin him, but then the lunch horn blows, and he has to stop by like state law.
Yeah.
because of a corporate bureaucracy forcing you to like abide by like our standards for lunch are you get 45 minutes by the 5th hour if you're going over 6. Now if you're going over 12, you have to take a second lunch break by the 10th hour.
Wow, that sounded like you knew a lot about that stuff.
Well, I have a job. So yes, I do.
I don't have a job.
No, you do not. You're a starving artist with a house.
What's another one? We did this skit of when Vic Valentine and Hilda got married.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a great one.
And where I'm cleaning the house because
yes,
under the the ceremony, the Kalekian
coil match. Yeah, I reffed that one. That was great.
Yeah, the ceremony. She won the match, so I guess technically she was the husband or
it was great.
Dominant one in the pair. And so there's this montage of me cleaning, and we pretty much put everything we wanted to in that skit of me cleaning the house.
It was great. I love that video.
But we actually wanted to do more of those.
You
wanted to do more skits where I'm like cooking and stuff, and I'm like massaging Hilda, and a bunch of other crazy
domestic
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
I know you got a little True Lies there at the end. Like,
yeah.
Was that literally your inspiration for that scene?
That actually, Manda, the one who plays Hilda, she wrote all that.
Oh, really?
That was her, and it was inspired by True Lies. She sent me a video of that.
Oh yeah, that was a great
video.
So
I can practice for it.
I liked it when she fell off the banister.
Yeah.
That was my favorite bit of that. All right, so that was some great show talk. I really think we filled some bare minimums. Oh, you want one more?
Yeah, I think. What else did we want to do? There's actually more ideas, but we'll save it for the next show.
Let's transition into things we've had thoughts on today, okay?
Sure.
Okay. So, and if you could please just hold your drink and all the clinking ice next to the microphone, I'd really appreciate that.
I was just trying to get some of that sound effect going,
Yeah, it sounds classy.
Yeah.
Really, it does. Okay, so like I drive home delivery for a grocery store, right?
Yeah, you drive home delivery for an online grocery store that we shall not name.
We shall not name.
But I might buy stock in.
Oh, well.
But go ahead.
But go ahead. So it takes me to all different parts of town. So like go from like El Cajon to La Jolla to up north to way down south to Chula Vista area.
Yeah, you get this. You're building a mental map in your head of if you were like Grand Theft Auto, you'd be filling in those puzzle pieces. If you were like a Grand Theft Auto character,
it's great.
You know how the map builds
fills in as you go. Yeah,
that's you.
But mostly it's of where I can go to the bathroom, honestly, because realistically, that's what's most important to me. Is first where I can use the bathroom. Second, giving the customer excellent service.
Oh, so you don't have a bathroom in your truck?
No, sadly, they've shot down that idea.
So they don't let you defecate next to food?
No. Well, for one,
that's dumb.
Whoa. For one, I'm not next to the food. It's in a separate. It's in a separate container. Okay, Jesus. It would be completely sanitary if I were to poop in the cab of the truck and then throw it like into a construction area in the bag. Okay.
Okay.
But they've shot down that idea every time.
They should give you like a little box or something that you can sit on, because now you're having to. I just thought that you have to find a new place to shit
every time.
Every time. Can we say shit on this?
Yes, you can. And
okay.
Well, really, it's the peeing, really, because like I can hold the poop in for a while unless I've had Taco Bell, which comes into talking points.
The shit stories would be more interesting, but go ahead. Continue with your finding a place to take a.
Well, really, that's not the that really you brought that up.
Okay.
that was not what I was going to talk about.
Oh, okay.
I was going to complain.
I was just trying to keep the flow going.
Well, really, you took the flow and turned it off to a different direction.
I'm still getting used to this. All right.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine, and that's.
I just wanted to even out the Victor talk, then judge, then Victor, then judge.
No, that's absolutely fine.
All right.
Go ahead. What I was going to say was, people in La Jolla cannot handle a four-way stop sign.
Oh yeah, is that so?
No, it's rather frustrating because you'll be behind somebody, no one will come to a complete stop, and then two people will enter the intersection at the same time, and they'll just sit there looking at each other like with the same amount of like entitlement for I get to go. Like if you had like people crossing the street,
do they do that look where they're like
the hands go up, and it's like neither
and then they roll their eyes like
neither of them came to a stop. And like there's two people in the lane going one direction and one person going the other direction, and they also have to wait for the people they didn't wait to let cross, like walking.
Oh.
And so I get to sit there for like a minute and a half watching everyone try to unscrew the situation.
I have a four-way stop on my way home, and it's
everyone,
pretty good.
Yeah, everyone comes to a complete stop.
Everyone comes to a complete stop.
Because they're not rich assholes.
I've never experienced this rolling four-way stop that you speak of.
No, it's
I'll have to go to La Jolla.
Go to La Jolla and just kind of go through they won't enforce like stop people rolling through stop signs, but they'll enforce the crap out of parking.
So you'll have to wait like a couple times before when it's supposed to be your turn. It'll have already been like three other people's turns because they're just going.
Yeah, they just go letting, and they don't care.
And you're stopping like a jackass, like a normal,
like a
decent
fool.
Human being.
Like a rube. I sit there and let these people in Maseratis just barrel through.
Did they ever rev it up at these four ways?
Oh no, they're all old. Okay. They don't like they're old and rich.
Yeah.
And so, but they have like a car you'd see like someone in a movie driving.
It's pretty dope though.
It is great. Listen, if I get that old and that rich, I will have a Maserati.
Will you?
No, I will never have a Maserati.
No, but okay.
No. But, go ahead.
You'll have all. Say you have all that. Right?
Let's say I do.
Will you roll at the stops?
Oh no, or
will you come to a complete stop like a
jackass? No, because I'm
decent, normal.
I'm too self-conscious. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe
you're gonna go home at night and be like, that person looked at me weird.
Yeah, I can't. No, it's like that's the thing.
What I don't get is like why people get upset in traffic when it's like equally their fault. You know?
Yeah, that's
and they're
them,
just pissed off at the other person.
Well, that's them trying to like cover.
Yeah.
Because they feel internally they know. They know that it was their fault, but they don't want to feel that way, so they project that onto the other person. It was all that person's fault.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't check my blind spot or stop for the stoplight, and I was on my phone, but it was that asshole's fault.
Ooh, I have a story.
Okay, let's hear the story.
It's kind of related to this.
Okay.
You're talking about, kind of old, kind of look rich people.
Yeah.
what car was it? It's like a convertible something or another.
You're right.
It was nice. It was silver. Did they have convertible? Look kind of like a convertible Porsche or something.
Oh, yeah,
like
Porsches have
those.
convertibles. Oh, yeah.
It's two guys. They look like they were like, golf buddies or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I was I was pulling in, right? I was trying to parallel park in like North Park, which is pretty.
It's nice. It's a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, but it's pretty packed. It's kind of hard.
Oh, yeah,
it's hard to get into a spot there. When you find something,
You go for it.
Yeah, you got to go for it. You kind of got to stop. So you have to start in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
When you're parallel parking, there's no like way to just get in, right?
Yeah,
so
those streets
parking.
range from like way too wide to way too narrow.
And so these guys there's these guys in this, this Porsche behind me, and they just start honking at me, right?
Right.
And then I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't know. And I was like, wait a second, they didn't really have to honk at me.
No, they didn't.
And then I was like, wait a second, I wasn't doing anything wrong. So I honked back at them.
No, that was.
Then I got out.
Oh no.
I mad dogged them.
Okay, wait. I don't buy this for a second. I know you. Did you actually?
I actually got out and I mag dogged because they weren't going to do anything.
Oh, they weren't. Yeah, they're people in that
bust out their golf clubs and stuff. Maybe.
I mean,
and jump me.
Yeah, honestly, people in that kind of
car.
But
I was ready to take them out.
You were ready to fight some people.
But they didn't. They didn't stop. Maybe they slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
But then they just drove off because they were afraid of me.
They're afraid of your raw sexual magnetism, or was it the raw physicality? I'm not sure which. You radiate both.
What is that? What do I radiate?
Well, raw sexual energy and also like physical intimidation.
Oh yeah, I do. It was probably the sexual energy that they.
It makes them very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
What the?
I don't know. That story wasn't that great. There's more to come.
There's more to come. Listen, we're still working this out, dear listener. It's fine.
But maybe I shouldn't mention that it was, not that great of a story.
You shouldn't. I'll cut that out.
Okay.
I'll cut that out. No, listen. We're still working. We are working it out. It is fine. All right.
Okay.
Because I'm totally sure that they backed off because no one wants to get into a fight, especially nowadays in this country.
Yeah.
No one's like itching to fight, especially old people. As dudes get older, they like wind down.
And I used to actually have. I've gotten over my kind of respect for elders.
Gotten over it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. When I was in high school, I actually, anyone that had they had a little bit of gray in their hair, and kind of looked like they've been on the earth for a while. I had respect for them, right? Even if they were being dicks or something, I was like, oh well, cool. I'm doing something wrong, right?
Right.
Well, that's not the case anymore, because I'm realizing that just because you're older doesn't mean you've like really learned anything in life.
That is 100% true.
Because I've got another story.
Okay, let's hear that. Let's hear that one.
I was on my way to a show.
Yeah.
So I can work it into the Super Awesome Showdown thing.
Cool.
Samantha was driving. This time.
Yeah.
I had a whitener in my teeth, so I couldn't drive. That's my excuse.
I'm curious as to how those things overlap, but go on.
And there was this guy who just, what was happening? We were on the right side. This guy cut in front of us. And sometimes when you're turning right, there's a turn lane, right?
Yeah.
There's a turn lane there. Sometimes there isn't.
Right.
Sometimes people just create their own.
Oh, yeah. No, I hate
lane.
that.
They kind of get in front of you and they just turn.
No, that's like
their own.
That's one of the most frustrating driving things I ever experienced. But go ahead.
They just get right next to you.
Yeah.
Get in front of you. But then like there's like a red light.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to turn right. You're trying to go straight.
Yeah.
And then when they get in front of you, you have to stop suddenly. You have to brake. You have to go.
Oh yeah, because they don't roll through a turn, even if it's like not at a place with like a stop sign or a stop light. Even if it's like into like a.
They'll try to find that little space on the side.
Well, my thing is they don't always do that. Sometimes they won't even like if there's room to like for me to pass in the same lane, they won't pull off to the side and then turn in. They'll stop in like the middle of the lane, like come to a complete stop and then turn in.
Yeah.
They don't roll into a stop, and meanwhile like 8 people behind them have to come to a complete stop as well.
Yeah, that's what happened.
It's infuriating.
So then Samantha honked at him, then he honked at us, and then some old dude, and I was like, I rolled down the window.
And with your sparkly white teeth.
Yeah, and I said, "Fuck you, bitch."
I don't. Wait, did you actually say "fuck you, bitch"?
I did.
No, I know. I understand the sentiment because I've said that in my mind to everyone.
And what was he gonna do? He wasn't going to do anything.
No, he was not going to do anything.
So I get a little bit of road rage, apparently. Sometimes.
Apparently, you have a nasty streak of road rage in you.
Actually, Anthony, a Dynamo, Remy Morgan, was with me the first time.
Really?
The first story.
No, yeah, he honked a horn for me once. Like someone was slowing down, or I forget. They honked at me for no good reason, and then he honked back at them for me. Like he was in the passenger seat. Like he feels massively entitled to help you drive, and not like in the traditional like shotgun like position. Like, oh, turn here. It's a good spot. Like, oh, hey, watch out. There's a cop over there. No, it's like, I'm going to reach over and let me turn on your turn signal for you.
That's funny.
Oh, okay, that's great. It was great. The man has no guile, like, whatsoever.
It's true.
He has a resting heart rate of, like, 1 beat per minute.
Yeah.
And he doesn't give a shit about anything.
That's true.
It's the greatest thing about him, really.
Yeah.
All right, here, how about this? How about we check?
That's very good hyperbole.
You're
good at the hyperbole. I need to work on my hyperbole.
And honestly, that's not really hyperbole about him. Like, I'm good at hyperbole, but about Remy, no, not hyperbole.
Really hyperbole.
That is just the facts of the matter. All right, so here, let's transition to the news, and then we can wrap this baby up, huh?
All right.
Love and Thunder.
Thor, Love and Thunder.
Yeah, which you have some thoughts on because of their logo alone.
Yeah. Well, when you say it fast, it sounds like Thor's Love and Thunder.
Oh yeah, it's some good loving and some good thunder.
He's Love and Thunder, or is it Thor Lovin'?
Love and Thunder.
Is the thunder Thor Lovin'?
I'm sorry if I didn't enunciate well enough. Maybe next time I'll really get into those syllables.
Thor colon.
Love
and Thunder.
Love, and Thunder. Umlauts all around.
That logo is the best logo I've seen.
I mean, it looks awesome.
Time
it looks like
Marvel.
It looks like something out of a Conan movie, honestly. But
yeah, it's like Thundercats, and it makes me think of like Frank Frazetta art. Frank Frazetta was this artist who drew, Conan.
Yeah.
Back in the day, and
boom,
a bunch of sci-fi stuff.
But yeah, and you had a thought more personally though.
Yeah. So what's with them putting love in their title? Thor, Love and Thunder. It sounds kind of like
they're ripping off.
It might be like some sort of a space opera.
Like maybe with
Super Awesome Showdown, Space Love Adventure.
Right. And I think we have serious legal standing for recourse.
We have serious legal standing here.
We are going to sue the crap out of Marvel. Our payday's coming.
And I mean that logo there.
I mean, okay,
it's kind of similar.
Here, is there a link on our Facebook page that you can show? Like, if you go to Space Love Adventure on the Super Awesome Showdown Facebook page.
Yeah, we just recently released Super Awesome Showdown Space Love Adventure for $1 for early access on Super Awesome Showdown's Patreon page, and you can see a real space opera.
Oh yeah,
much lower budget, but that's what we've started.
What I'm saying is, like, it's not so much that it looks a lot like ours, but we just need to threaten them with a lawsuit, and they'll probably swat us with like $100,000 just to go away.
Oh yeah, for sure. And that $100,000 will be a big help,
Oh, to the show.
Oh, so fans out there, if you're listening, help us fight our lawsuit against Marvel.
Yeah, fans, if you could like start a petition for us, like we're not going to do it. Let's be honest here. It's hot and we want to get drunk. So we need you to start a petition saying that you support our lawsuit against with Disney. Let's say Disney or Marvel.
I guess it would be Disney, huh?
Yeah, let's go up to the big dogs.
Yeah, let's go to the big dogs.
They own Star Wars. Let's see. Maybe they'll swat us with like $200,000 just to go away.
Be like, hey, Thor: Love and Thunder is basically Space Love Adventure.
And listen,
and we've done 2 of those too, from 2017, right? 2018 and 2019.
Oh yeah, we could tie you up for years. Do you want Thor: Love and Thunder to come out? Or do you want to be stuck in development hell because we're suing you with a frivolous lawsuit?
Yeah, and we'll be out there, and so are the fans, and we'll have our picket signs and stuff.
Oh, this is going to be great.
And
I've always wanted to weaponize the legal system.
There can only be one
space opera involving love.
Involving love and superheroes.
Unless we get paid, then there can be 2.
Yeah, then there can be 2.
Okay,
but that's
our thoughts on.
That's our thoughts on Comic-Con.
No, there's one more. I got another
thought.
I like the new Top Gun Maverick trailer.
Did that come out for Comic-Con?
Yeah, that came out at Comic-Con. And
that's why Tom Cruise was there.
That's why Tom Cruise was there.
Oh, you know what?
What?
Tom Cruise. I know it.
What do you know?
I know where he stayed.
Is that something you can say?
I cannot say that.
But you know where he stayed.
I cannot say where I got this information from, but I know where Tom Cruise was staying. And let's just put it this way: this guy's kind of he's kind of persnickety.
He's a bit of a nut
I
job.
mean, yeah, like the kind of things that this guy needs to have the personal attention that he needs. I'm not sure if it's just him or if it's like a normal celebrity thing. It's probably all celebrities probably have their own like personal everything.
Oh, I'm betting
They
they
probably
do.
all have their own personal ass wipers and stuff. And their
Oh no!
personal...
If I made Tom Cruise money, I would have someone who just like followed me around with a thing of Dr. Pepper. It would just like it wouldn't even be a big cooler of Dr. Peppers. It would be one like Dr. Pepper sized cooler.
Yeah.
That he would have to go and refill every time I felt like getting one.
Yeah. But anyway.
No. But I really like that.
This trailer.
Yeah, it looks really awesome because I remember like the old show or the old movie where basically it's like when they wanted to get dramatic, they put the camera right in Tom Cruise's face, and he had the pilot's mask on, so all you saw was like his T-zone and his pores. And basically, you just saw Tom Cruise's sweaty brow and intense music and breathing.
That was some good cinema back in those days.
Back in the day, that was great.
Some good cinematography.
But then you see the new trailer, and it looks like they just mounted a GoPro behind him and in front of him. Mm-hmm. And it looks pretty good, let's be honest, because like I don't think that style of filmmaking is really going to like make it into the modern era.
Yeah.
Where you just say, okay, we're going to crawl inside your nose, and then we're going to film you from there. Okay, Tom? And I mean, he's still like the same guy, and it just feels like he got older, but is still kind of a crazy dude.
Yeah. That I saw that trailer too. I didn't come away with any kind of special feelings about it. Just that trailers are getting better, I think, at not telling you what the story is going to be.
That's true too, because like so many movies now, you can kind of see like, oh, that's from the end of the movie. It looks like they won.
Yeah.
The thing that always like comes to me, I know it's a stupid movie, but it's like G.I. Joe where they have the satellites.
Yeah.
And they show them in the trailer blowing up. Like, listen, we know G.I. Joe's going to suck, but don't spoil the ending. If I need to, like, get out of the heat and watch a summer movie in air conditioning, I'd like to have something saved for me.
Yeah, this Top Gun trailer, it looked like, jets flying around and, Tom Cruise is a captain where he should be an admiral. And then we don't really know much else beyond that, huh? There's some guys playing sports on the beach. And
that's just a classic. You got to have that.
The dude's really ripped, right?
Oh, it's super ripped.
Yeah,
no, you can't have a Top Gun movie if there aren't ripped dudes, shirtless, sweaty, playing a beach sport of some sort.
Yeah, I guess that was experimenting with using men as eye candy instead of just, women all the time.
But it was kind of weird because that wasn't exactly a movie for women.
I know, huh? But maybe it was dudes. They're like, hey, dudes are going to take their girlfriends to this.
Maybe. You got to have something for everybody.
The girlfriend has to see this movie. But you know what? I don't think it's even that cut and dry nowadays. I feel like everything's for everybody.
Well, yeah, I think there's a lot of like a 4-quadrant marketing when it comes to movies where there's just like everyone has to have some catering in every movie.
Yeah.
So it kind of waters it down a little bit. I think that's why horror...
and it's not just like that Top Gun is for dudes anymore, right? There could be some...
I guess we don't know. Maybe you stop slamming that. Damn it. Stop slamming things.
It's okay. I'm allowed to slam. I'm slamming on my drink.
Oh, yeah. He's really hitting it hard. But I think there are movies that are a little more male-oriented still. Like, you got the Transformers movies, which is like super cool cars, and then whatever hot chick they can get to kind of bend over them. Mm-hmm. And that's just mostly for dudes. There's nothing in that for a chick.
Yeah. I guess I would agree.
And I think I do think that the next Top Gun's going to try to hit that nostalgia, so it's probably going to be very very male-centric.
Okay, it will hit that kind of nostalgia, but will it hit the 80s nostalgia?
That I don't know.
That Captain Marvel. No, sorry, was it 90s?
That was 90s, yeah.
Okay.
I think that was 90s.
Yeah, Captain Marvel was 90s nostalgia. So Top Gun came out in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like 84 or 86, I forget which.
Right up in the middle.
Right in the middle there, yeah. It was like
80s.
Pure. If you look at it, it is pure 80s.
And it's also, what is it, Ken or Giles' theme song or something?
Oh, yeah. It's
in the movie.
Wait, Ken or Giles? I don't... You mean like...
Ken or Giles from Street Fighter.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's one of them, too. One of their theme songs is actually based on a song from Top Gun.
Wait, you said you don't know anything about video games. That's awesome trivia. What are you talking about?
You look it up, everybody.
All right. Hey, listen, man. Okay, look, I think this is a good place to end it because we got another episode to film. Oh, wait, no. Let's stop there because we don't want to get behind the curtain on this.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I think before we peter out, we should let's call it quits here. I think we have a good episode.
Yeah, you're a good wingman.
Hey, I'll be your wingman any day. Do you feel the need for podcasting? Oh no, you do yours. Yeah, the one that I do the other.
Speed.
Yeah, that one. I feel I feel both of these.
Okay.
All right, hey, thanks for joining in. I'm Spike.
I'm Victor.
See you next time.